Imagine a powerful volcano erupting in Indonesia, sending plumes of ash and gases high into the atmosphere. While volcanoes are often associated with destruction, their eruptions can also have surprising effects on our planet's climate. In this video, we'll explore how a single volcanic eruption could actually help ease global warming, at least temporarily. Let's dive into the science behind this fascinating phenomenon and see why Indonesia's volcanoes are making headlines for more than just their fiery displays. Indonesia sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire, making it one of the most volcanically active regions in the world. With over 130 active volcanoes, eruptions are not uncommon here. These eruptions can be massive, releasing huge amounts of ash and gases into the sky. But what exactly happens when a volcano erupts, and how does it affect the atmosphere? Let's take a closer look at the process and its global implication. When a volcano erupts, it doesn't just spew out lava. It also releases ash, water vapor, carbon dioxide, and sulfur dioxide. These particles and gases can travel high into the atmosphere, sometimes reaching the stratosphere. The most important for climate is sulfur dioxide, which can form tiny droplets called aerosols. These aerosols have a unique effect on sunlight and temperature. Once in the atmosphere, sulfur dioxide turns into sulfate aerosols. These tiny particles reflect sunlight back into space, preventing some of the sun's energy from reaching the Earth's surface. This process is known as global dimming. As a result, the planet can actually cool down for a period after a major volcanic eruption. This cooling effect has been observed after several historic eruptions. History provides clear examples of volcanic eruptions cooling the planet. The eruption of Mount Tambora in Indonesia in 1815 led to the year without a summer, causing global temperatures to drop and crop failures worldwide. More recently, the 1991 eruption of Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines cooled the Earth by about 0.5 degrees C for nearly 2 years. These events show just how powerful volcanoes can be in shaping our climate. Indonesia's latest volcanic eruption has released a significant amount of ash and gases into the atmosphere. Scientists are closely monitoring the spread of these particles and their potential impact on global temperatures. While the immediate effects are local, the real question is how much of the material will reach the stratosphere and influence the climate worldwide. If enough aerosols reach the stratosphere, they can reflect sunlight and cause a temporary drop in global temperatures. This cooling effect can last from several months to a few years, depending on the size of the eruption and the amount of sulfur dioxide released. It's a natural way the Earth can pause some of the warming caused by greenhouse gases, but it's only temporary. While volcanic aerosols can cool the planet, volcanoes also release greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide. However, the amount of CO2 from eruptions is much smaller compared to human activities. The cooling effect from aerosols usually outweighs the warming from volcanic CO2 in the short term, making eruptions a net cooling event for the climate. Major volcanic eruptions can also disrupt weather patterns around the world. The cooling effect can lead to unusual rainfall, droughts, or even colder winters in some regions. These changes are often unpredictable and can have both positive and negative effects on agriculture and ecosystems. It's important to remember that the cooling effect from volcanic eruptions is temporary. Once the aerosols settle out of the atmosphere, the planet's temperature returns to its previous trend. This means that while eruptions can provide short-term relief from global warming, they are not a long-term solution. While the idea of volcanoes cooling the planet might sound appealing, there are serious risks involved. Volcanic eruptions can cause air travel disruptions, health problems from ash, and damage to local communities. The cooling effect can also harm crops and food supplies, leading to economic challenges. Scientists study past eruptions to better understand their impact on climate. By analyzing ice cores, tree rings, and historical records, they can see how temperatures and weather changed after major volcanic events. This knowledge helps us prepare for future eruptions and their possible effects on our world. Some scientists have proposed using artificial methods to mimic the cooling effect of volcanoes, a concept known as geoengineering. By releasing aerosols into the atmosphere, we could potentially slow down global warming. However, this approach is controversial and comes with many unknown risks. Volcanoes are a reminder of nature's power to shape our climate, both for better and for worse. While eruptions can temporarily cool the planet, they also highlight the delicate balance of Earth's systems. Understanding these natural processes is key to addressing the bigger challenge of human-caused climate change. As we continue to monitor Indonesia's volcanoes, it's clear that their eruptions can have far-reaching effects on our climate. While they may offer a brief pause in global warming, the long-term solution lies in reducing greenhouse gas emissions and protecting our environment. Nature gives us lessons, but it's up to us to act for a sustainable future.